Brother Henry, keep your garment white. Let your garment of holiness be free from very small spots. Revelation 3:18 I counsel you to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that you may be rich, and white raiment, that you may be clothed, and that the shame of your nakedness do not appear, and anoint your eyes with eye salve, that you may see. I always believe I was a good Christian. When I died, I was full of joy and rejoicing because I was wearing a white garment. Yet I was among countless deceased souls who were just naked. I was bouncing and dancing because I was the only one putting on a white robe. I said, yes, I made it at last. Even if I have not yet reached the gate of heaven, I believe that I am heading there, for I am dressed with a white garment. As far as I am concerned, I already had the access to the gate of heaven. I was walking to this road beyond the grave full of joy. Suddenly, I saw in my trajectory a horrible dwarf demon, who was also bouncing and rejoicing with me. I saw that he was walking behind me. At some point, I turned and asked this demon, "Who are you?" He replied to me, "I'm your friend." But I could not believe his word. And I told him, "Really? Are we going in the same direction?" And this demon told me, "Of course, we are going to the same place." Henry, can you remember that? We were good friends on the land. And it's logical that we travel together. Don't worry. I'm here to take you home. I said to this dwarf demon, "How can we go to the same place? And you claim to be my friend. But who are you?" This dwarf demon replied, "I've told you, we are friends and we are going to the same place." At that moment, I said in my mind, I'm quite sure that this creature is not going to the same place I'm going to. I told this creature, "You are ugly. And moreover, you are not putting on a white garment like me. I'm very sure you must be going to hell, for hell is prepared for things like you. You are unclean, and heaven cannot accommodate unclean spirits like you." Then I continued to move on this road beyond the grave. But I saw that this dwarf demon kept walking on the same road as me. Finally, when we got to a crossroads where the road was parted in two, I stopped and told the dwarf demon, "Well, as you can see, I'm going towards the right direction. The place of rest. As you can see, I'm putting on a white garment and you are horrible. So you can't follow me in the right direction leading to the place of rest. So you must join the broad way leading to the fire." This demon said to me, "You are right by telling me I am not worthy of going towards the narrow way leading to the place of rest. But you are wrong by saying you will not come with me on the wide road leading to hellfire. We are going there together, Henry, you and I are going through the broad way leading to hellfire." Immediately, I said to this dwarf demon, "Are you blind? Can't you see that I'm putting on the white robe?" The demon replied to me, "Are you blind? Can't you see that your white garment is painted with my image? Check properly, you will see my image on your white robe, for we are one. Don't you know that we are joined together and we cannot be separated?" I said to this demon, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." As a result, this demon was hurt and in pain. And he told me, "Henry, you have started provoking me. I get angry easily. If you dare to say that name to me again, I will tear you down." Now, this time around I became afraid. I asked this dwarf demon again, "Who are you?" The demon told me, "You have asked a good question, boy. In fact, that was the question you should have asked first." I said to this dwarf, "I asked you that question and you kept telling me that you are my friend." The demon told me, "I have not denied telling you that. Are we not friends?" I asked this unclean spirit, "Why do you say I can't go through the narrow way to the paradise of God? Can't you see that I'm purchased by the blood of the Lamb? The dwarf demon replied to me, "What kind of blood are you talking about? The blood you have refused to wash away this stain on your robe and the blood you refuse to wash yourself in. My image is on your white robe, for you have failed to clean your garment with the blood of the Lamb. My friend, let us continue our journey. We are getting late." I said to this demon, "I rebuke you in Jesus' name." The dwarf demon that was hurt told me, "Henry, if you dare use that name against me again, I will treat you as you deserve." My dear brothers and sisters, by now I was already full of fear and insecurity. I said to this demon, "All right, tell me really who you are." The dwarf demon replied to me, "You are a fool. And for your information, I am the spirit of lies. I have been with you all these years. You have failed to separate from me in your life. Thus, I've done a lot for you in the world. I have been your close friend, though you do not want to accept it. If you did not want me to be your friend on the land, you would have chased me away from your life. When you were on the earth, Henry, you forgot to chase me out of your life. You failed to separate from me the spirit of lies. Understand that we are linked and we are one. Wherever you went on the land, I went with you. When you go to sleep, we slept together, we are together, for we were always together. Since you love me, the demon of lies, I helped you when selling in the market so that your customer can agree with your exaggerated prices. I help you with changing the time whenever you got late to work. We go out together and you use me, the spirit of lies, to earn your living. If I had not helped you, you would not have been employed. When you were overaged for that position in that company that wanted to employ you, you resorted to me, the spirit of lies. I was more than willing to help you, forged your birth certificate and CV. When you wanted to sell your property, you sold it at a higher price with my help, for you had to lie. I acquired a good land for you through your company, and your first car was gotten through me. I know you carry the Bible, Henry. Whenever you wanted to sell your goods as a marketer, you resorted to me, the spirit of lies, to convince your customers. Then I helped you with everything. Henry, during your stay on the land, you failed to separate from me and chase me away. Now that you are dead, you are chasing me away? Why do you want to chase me away when it's too late? Haven't you heard that after death, it's judgment? Whatsoever you want to do, you should have done it on the land before it's too late. At that moment, my dear brother, I began to shake and I wanted to destroy this demon in the name of Jesus Christ. But with anger, the dwarf demon, as small as he was, he picked me up and knocked me on the ground, and my white garment was torn to pieces. When I stood up, I was trying to cover my nakedness, for I had become like other diseased souls that were naked. The Bible said in Revelation 16:15, "Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches, and keeps his garments, lest he walks naked, and they see his shame." And in Matthew 7:21, "Not every one that said to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven." I saw beyond the grave many saints that stood before the gate of the holy city. Many Christians were before the golden gate, but they could not enter because of little or small sins. These sins that stopped God's children from entering the kingdom of heaven were dwarf demons. And these dwarf demons influenced Christian in repetitive sins. These demons are also accusing spirits that will come to accuse them at the gate of heaven unless they seek separation and liberation from a sinful life. Many believers were turned away by the angels at the gate of the golden city because of dwarf demons of anger, malice, unforgiveness, lying, judging, complaining, greediness, selfishness, indecent dressing, pride, evil words, swearing, etc., and any defiled God's children can't enter the eternal city. Many Christians go to hell from the gate of heaven, while many were not even given the privileged to see the gate at all. Are you not going to be turned away? Check your life now, no little sin will enter heaven. There is a dwarf demon behind the sin that is attached to your life. The sin that will become repetitive is a demon that will appear to you beyond the grave at the gate of heaven to accuse you unless you separate from him.